goal dangerous. What clicked? Anything clicked for your team? You like
Last couple games. It wouldn't click. You scored 3 goals. You didn't score 3 goals in the last 2 games.
Well, I mean, I don't have an answer for you, Maz. I mean, it's the training that they do. It's trying to give them tools as coaches to be successful, trying to give them little tips. I mean, you've got, I think he's still up there, one of the all-time leading goal points, assist getters in Preki. We do a lot of attacking movements in training, and, sometimes balls just go in the net. Sometimes there's blocks by the other team, or a goalkeeper has a fantastic game, like our good friend Grover Cleveland, and stuff like that. So it worked for us.
Do you think they've been more courageous in there and more conviction?
Well, we've put a lot of balls inside the box. I think we've done a good job in transition moments. I think our possession has been pretty good. I think overall the team has performed pretty well. It's just, we had 2 kind of sour results that I don't think should, poison a well. I mean, we still have only lost 1 game. Our home form is still good. Knock on wood. But, team's done good.
How do you emphasize that, but also take care of maybe some of those things, those bad habits, the bad turnovers in the back end, and those sort of situations?
If it's one player doing multiple bad things, then it's easier. When it's one guy here, a different guy here, and another guy, sometimes that stuff happens. I mean, if you look at San Diego, our opponent from a couple games ago, they commit to playing out of the back even more so than we do. And it ended up costing them a few games, and, that's the risk you run. But we still all want to keep the ball. We all think possession is critical, so we're not going to stop doing it.
Kalani, and I realize this is sort of how, other than that, how was the play Mrs. Lincoln situation. But, after he makes the turnover, he ends up having a pretty outstanding game. What are the tools that you feel like you can give a player like that so that they have the ability to recover and have a positive impact?
Well, the tools are vision is the key. That's my number 1 rule, because you can't make a good decision unless you see the entire field. It happened, Christian didn't see Joveljic behind him. I don't think Kalani saw the center forward, creeping up towards Andrew. And then the technical piece, the ball caught him kind of in the back of the heel. It wasn't a sharp pass. So vision, technical, making sure your body position is correct. I mean, there's lots of little things that we try and help them with. But then again, at the end of the day, our sport is such that they have to go out on the field and make those plays. I was very proud of Kalani for the way he came back after that. Christian, certainly in Kansas City, came back from his mistake, and they played well.
On that play, was there anything that you would have liked to have seen other guys do to sort of help pick, so it doesn't cascade into a goal?
Again, the balance of playing out of the back and trying to keep the ball versus just lumping the ball up the field. I mean, early in the game, you don't want to take too many chances. If the ball's there, just get it up the field. Let's play in their half of the field. I thought there was, I can't remember who it was, had a chance to just, dump it up the field and let's, get out of our defensive right quadrant of the field.
Brian, there's nobody that knows Jordan better than you, and I was curious, whether
His father might.
He's
Mike. Hey, Mike.
soccer-wise. Whether it's the DP level or just Jordan Morris, there's always this expectation of like goals and there's a lot of pressure. How do you feel like at this point of his career, he's handling all of those things, all of those components?
He's fine. I mean, he's a great young man. Again, kudos to his mom and dad for bringing him up. He's been at this club. He loves the club. He's been in a World Cup, played in a World Cup match, been in many, many, many big games for this club. I don't think that pressure phases him. I think it might drive him. I think you heard a little bit, in his last couple interviews about, the injuries and the toll it takes on people mentally. I thought that was, again, a reflection. And reflection is a really good quality for human beings to have, to think about your experiences and how can you be better and what can you learn, and, admitting that, mental health is, important. So I think he's gone through all the steps. I think he's a, super talented soccer player, but a good human being.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.